bringing you tomorrow's news today. Paul McDermott, Mikey Robbins, Claire Hooper, Cal Wilson, Akmal, Sammy J, Randy, and Tom Gleason. Good News World. Trust us. We're on television.
Good evening, I'm Paul McDermott and this is Good News World. Coming up tonight, a minute-by-minute, in-depth dissection of the entire Michael Jackson court case. Also, something about another GFC, miners doing something to the Great Barrier Reef, and some sort of flood or something in a poor country. We spend $20 on marijuana in Bali and get 200 grand from Channel 9. That's a good day. Another giant asteroid misses Earth. Proof that if God exists, he's a lousy shot. We look at the route the 2012 Olympic torch will take to London, answering the question on every Briton's lips, is that the sun? The Age claims Today Tonight is a cancerous growth inside Australian broadcasting. And Today Tonight hits back saying the Age is a dole-bludging, drug-peddling, shonky car salesman. Hooked on dodgy diets. Take that, the Age. Fake moon landing photographs are found to be fake. Ergo, it really did happen. And Toronto Zoo is accused of being anti-gay after announcing plans to split up a pair of homosexual penguins and pair them with females. In other news, Toronto Zoo has just received a sizable donation from the Vatican. So it seems even for penguins, love is never black and white. Pedro and Buddy were brought to Toronto to bond with a couple of eligible females. Instead, they bonded with each other, laughing and chatting over brunch about interior design, Broadway musicals, and how much they love cock. I love it! Can't get enough of that stuff! Meg it! It's not hard to spot a gay penguin. They tend to have happy feet. Staff said they first suspected Pedro and Buddy were a little light in the flippers when they escaped from the zoo and immediately went and got a wax and a spray tan. The two have even thought about getting married. They may as well, they've already got the suits. The problem is these penguins are on the cusp of extinction. And now we know why. The zoo says it can't afford to let a breeding season go by without passing on the boys' genes. Buddy says if he has to do it for the future of his species, he will. He'll just close his eyes and think of Big Bird. Happily, once breeding season is over, Pedro and Buddy will probably ditch their female partners and reunite for one weekend a year up on Brokebeak Mountain. Unfortunately, it gets worse. Staff have had to separate a cross-dressing koala from its wardrobe and have their eye on a pair of butch female otters who recently bought the L-Word box set. And there are serious questions over the fruit bat, the pink flamingo, and the deep-throated honeycock. And that's the good news from your world.
I, Osama bin Laden, got weapons and tactics from the West.
I, Saddam Hussein, got training and money from the West.
I, Muammar Gaddafi, got a great outfit from Michael Jackson's garage sale.
Did you bring him?
Blame it on the moonlight.
Huge stories happening all over the Good News World this week, so we cross now to our team of global correspondents. First up, Mikey Robbins in Thailand.
I'm a bit damp, Paul.
That happens when you get to that age, Mikey. Thank you! Knock it out of the ballpark! He's done it again!
Whoa! Actually, no, Paul, seriously. Some good news in the floods, Paul. Due to the availability of cheap implants, hundreds of ladyboys have managed to float to safety. I've actually tied several together and made a raft. for later.
Claire Hooper with the latest in unusual holidays.
Nudist resorts are becoming very popular with tourists, Paul. You don't have to dress for dinner, and the only thing you have to pack is your toothbrush. Although good luck finding somewhere to keep it.
Tom Gleeson from the future. Oocha, oocha, oocha.
Apple has just released the iPhone XS with a great new app, the iDickhead. Now, instead of banging on about your amazing phone, it bangs on for you.
Cal Wilson in Auckland.
A man has saved his precious pet chihuahua's life by giving it mouth to mouth. And then when the dog came to, he celebrated by giving it mouth to mouth.
Mikey Robbins at the leaking chemical plant in Newcastle.
Orica says it wasn't a leak, Paul. They were just celebrating Ammonia Awareness Day. And there might be a few more awareness days in the future, although they can't give us the dates yet. But best of luck, Newcastle.
Claire Hooper in Bogota.
A bombing raid has taken out the leader of Colombia's rebel movement, FARC. Guess what his last words were?
Tom Gleeson in Bali.
Following the publication of a new book detailing her guilt, Schapelle Corby has released a statement saying, "Give me a ski mask and some sunnies and I can look 14 as well."
Cal Wilson in America.
The Surgeon General has reported that many women avoided giving birth on Halloween as they didn't want to have evil babies. He says this fear is ridiculous because holding it in only makes the evil babies angry.
Mikey Robbins at the Opera House.
Yes, Janet Jackson has cancelled yet another concert on doctor's orders. Hope she doesn't have any trouble sleeping.
Claire Hooper on patrol with the thin blue line.
Police are investigating the theft of all their crime scene tape. They're having serious trouble cordoning off the area.
Tom Gleeson with the paleontologist who inspired Jurassic Park.
Dr. Jack Horner is going to cross chickens with dinosaur DNA. Now when that rooster crows at dawn, get out of bed and run like buggery.
And Cal Wilson takes everything into account.
Counter-revolutionaries have countered a counter-intelligence encounter with countermeasures which prove counterproductive. To counteract the counter-offensive, a counter-intuitive counter-espionage bean counter and his counterpart encountered a counterclockwise counterpunch from a counterfeeder who's now counting the cost. Now, if you'll excuse me, Paul, I'm off for a counter-lunch because it's the little things that count.
And now here's Sammy J and Randy with the entertainment news.
Hello. How are you, Andy?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you for asking. Kylie Minogue rumoured to be having Botox injections. Kylie said the accusations were funny, surprising, sad, shocking and worrying. And she'll get back to us all with those facial expressions in a few months' time.
Avril Lavigne damages her beautiful face in a bar fight.
Good on her.
Yeah, it's been ages since she had a hit.
Bunch of haters. Michael Jackson's Dr. Conrad Murray is found guilty of manslaughter. Jackson's family is said to be over the moonwalk. Thank you, good night.
Hey. I'm not over the moonwalk. Check it out.
Mildly ambivalent, but I think it's pretty cool. It's like Pac-Man on acid. The European MTV Awards are interrupted by a streaker. No one batted an eyelid. There have been enough cocks on stage already.
The name of the new James Bond film is revealed. It's called Skyfall, which is much better than the original title, Quantum of Solace 2, A Solace More Quanti.
What?
A Solace More Quanti.
Did you get any sleep last night?
Not a wink.
Paul Hogan has demanded the Australian Tax Office pay him $10 million for damaging his spotless reputation. It's the same amount of money he got for doing that pretending to be gay movie with Michael Caine.
Spotless reputation.
Channel 7 acts as Wild Boys after it gets ratings of only 1 million per episode. What's so funny?
Well, it's just that if we rated 1 million per episode, we'd be regarded as Network 10's saviour.
Shut up.
Come on! Yeah, come on! Yeah!
Dude, it's not...
Yeah! Oh, come on!
Thin ice, my friend. You're on thin ice.
We've only got 2 weeks left. What's the worst they can do? That's right, Murdoch, Packer, Reinhardt, I'll take you! I'll take you! You don't even know what I really look like.
Yeah. Don't know what I look like. Shut up.
You'll just get caught up in the crossfire.
Sorry, boss. And finally, Susan Boyle hits town and is photographed amongst our delightful flora and fauna.
And?
What?
Tell them what you did.
Now's not the time.
OK, Sammy's a huge Boyle fan, right?
I wouldn't say huge.
You've got a shrine.
It's not a shrine, it's a dedication wall.
Anyway, here she's doing this photo shoot in the bush somewhere, but there's heaps of security, right? So he dressed up as a wattle tree.
It wasn't a wattle, it was a Grevillea bankside.
Whatever.
I'm not a dick.
Anyway, so Boyle rocks up, right? Sammy can't contain himself, shakes pollen all over her face. She has an allergic reaction, gets rushed to hospital.
And that's where the story ends.
Bullshit! Sammy follows the ambulance, sneaks into the hospital, disguises himself as a nurse, and spends 2 hours skulking around the ward trying to catch a glimpse of her until security finally kicked him out on his ass. And what have you got to show for it?
Cha-ching.
And that's the entertainment news!
You have no rights or anything. Yeah. And now, with his caring, sharing look at what's going on in the good news world, Tom Gleeson with Storm in a Teacup. I tell you what, this is the most dapper set we've had for quite some time. Isn't it sweet?
Yeah, I think that teapot looks like it's a bit up itself. Needs to be taken down a peg or two.
What is that, by the way? That seems to be... one squirt?
Yeah, I'll have a bit of milk, thanks.
I'm a little put off by it.
Yeah.
Why on earth have you got a milk bottle? Is that what it's called?
No, I think someone's having a dig because my wife had a baby this week.
Oh, dear God, that's not... Yours?
Yeah, it is my baby. And I was a bit disappointed at first, to be honest, because it wasn't the 7 billionth. That would have been nice.
Oh, right, OK.
Yeah, I missed it by about a minute, and there were 23,000 babies born in China.
Yeah. In that time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All boys. And...
Did you have a girl?
Yeah, had a little girl.
Oh, beautiful. That's
had a little girl. But also, everyone wants to know, I should just put it out there straight away, she doesn't have red hair. What are you clapping there? She doesn't have red hair, she actually has really thick brown hair, and I'm very proud because I've bred myself out. She's actually got short, spiky hair. She looks a bit like a lesbian, actually. She's kind of... Well, she does. She's got short hair. She likes wearing singlets. She likes boobs.
Yeah. Don't we all?
Always grumbling. But anyway, I'm actually feeling really content. I find it hard to get angry.
Have you reached a joyous part of your life?
Well, there is one thing, actually.
Yeah.
And that is, I just want to say this now on national TV, get this really clear. Just because I've had a baby and you've had a baby doesn't mean that we've got anything in common, OK? You know what I mean? I'm just sick of people thinking because they've got a baby and I've got a baby, we've got shit to chat about. We don't. I don't want to see your photos. I don't. You know why? Because I've got photos of my baby and they're heaps better than photos of your baby. And while we're on it, no, I don't want to hear your weird birth stories, all right? I don't want to hear about your weird baby and how the cord was tangled round the neck and there was some kind of weird breech, this buggery thing going on and the baby got taken out with salad tongs or something. I don't want to hear about a weird woman in the the supermarket. And the other thing that annoys me is this, and that is, I just want to say, you can't just say to me when you've got a baby, oh, you must get sick of all the advice. Oh, you must get sick of all the advice, and then act all self-aware and going, oh, you must get sick of all the advice. Oh, but hang on, I do have one bit of advice for you. You're part of the problem if you do that, OK? So I just want to say, I've had a baby, and it's changed my life, because I'm a father, and now I'm really happy!
Well, congratulations, Tom.
Thank you.
"9:45. I enter the kitchen. It's quiet. Too quiet. Quieter than a mime artist taking a shit in a cupboard. I open the fridge. Something's missing. Where's my tin of peaches?
Man, those peaches were delicious.
Hey, Randy, have you seen my peaches?
No.
He's lying.
He knows that I'm lying.
It's just that they were here last night. And they're not here now.
Well, maybe somebody ate them. Damn. I shouldn't have said that. It'll give him ideas.
That gives me an idea. Did you eat my peaches?
No. Yes, I snuck in after midnight and gorged myself upon their juicy, peachy goodness. Just thinking about them right now makes me wanna...
Are you okay?
Yes? I was just thinking about... Don't say peaches. Apricots.
Apricots? But you hate apricots. Ever since...
Harry's Bucks Night, 2006. It was supposed to be a routine lap dance. Then she cracked out the apricots.
Hey, man. No one saw it coming.
You could have stopped it!
My hands were tied. I was busy taking photos.
I lost my innocence that night.
Forget it, dollface. The stone fruit stripper can't hurt you no more. She's doing hard time for statutory apricot.
Little does he know the stone fruit stripper is upstairs right now, finishing off the last of the peaches.
Tell me, Randy, where were you on the night in question?
What's the question?
Where were you on the night?
Which night?
The night of the 24th.
Putting out milk and cookies.
No, the 24th of November.
I knew that. Santa and I have an agreement. He brings me my presents a month early, and I don't tell the press he ran over that kid in Seattle.
Answer the question.
I was eating peaches.
What?
Shit. I was combing beaches.
Combing beaches?
Combing beaches. You know, for coins and jewelry and stuff.
Oh, yeah? Well, where's your metal detector?
Right here.
Quick, think of a metal detector-related pun to put him back in his place. Metal detector? More like metal detector. Got him a beauty. So how does this thing work?
Well, you just switch it on and it leads you to metallic objects. No! 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 Don't go up there!
Well, I see you two have stayed in contact.
She's shown me things no other woman can.
Like what?
How to put fruit in my bum.
My peaches!
It's okay, Sammy. It's not like I do this every night. Normally, I get them back in the tin before you notice they're missing.
You're dead to me, Feltface. You hear? Dead to me.
Oh, come on, ribcage. Think of the good times. 1997, Stockholm. Excellent strudel. Were you thinking about the strudel?
No. Now listen up, Toots. You're going to march your purple keister down the corner store, buy me some peaches, and we'll put this whole sorry episode behind us.
Cut. Can't do that, skinny man. Trixie and I have got a plane to catch.
Where you headed?
Goulburn Valley.
Can I come?
Where I'm going, you can't follow. What I have to do, you can't be any part of.
Will you write?
Of course I will. Highly unlikely. Take care, kiddo. We'll always have Stockholm.
It's quiet. Too quiet. And what's that smell?
Time once again to cross the ditch to our delightful Kiwi correspondent. What's happening in the land of the long white cloud, Adele? Adele, are you there?
Oh,
Adele.
the blind is stuck. The blind is...
There we go. Beautiful.
It's not entirely stuck.
Good to have you with us, Adele. You're looking very stunning tonight.
Are you being sarcastic, Paul?
No, a bit of your hair seems to be standing oddly up at the side. Other side.
What do you mean on my face?
No. You're well shaved on your face. Just there seems to be a bit of a sticky-uppy.
Are you just getting me to do this so I'm posing seductively, Paul?
Yes, it's very nice. Oh, like the over-the-shoulder look. Oh, your hair's perfect now.
So's yours, Paul.
Thank you very much, Adele.
All of it. I'm just imagining the hair that I can't see is also perfect.
Well, there's a lot of it. I'm very hirsute.
Really?
It's like anyway, I don't want to really... My underpants, it's like trying to put a hedge in a pair of underpants. That's...
Say underpants again, Paul.
Underpants.
Oh, excuse me.
Adele.
Paul.
Hello. Do you have any news for us, Adele?
I do have exciting news, Paul. Amazing, great advances in technology here in New Zealand this week.
Really? The iPhone has finally reached you in New Zealand?
No, don't be silly, Paul. I mean, my mum has got an extension cord for her bicycle generator.
Oh, good.
Means she can power the television from the kitchen now.
Oh, that's very exciting, Adele.
It's very exciting. It means she can pedal and cook at the same time. So now the television station's got its own canteen.
That's great news, Adele. It really is great news. Just out of interest, though, does New Zealand have iPhones?
iPhone? No,
Yeah,
Paul,
iPhone.
what's an iPhone? Why would you need a phone for your eye?
No.
Hello, my retina can't hear you. Speak up.
No, Adele.
Doesn't make sense, Paul.
Adele, it's an Apple iPhone. It's a product.
Oh, I've got Apple earphones, Paul.
Apple earphones. Let's see those, Adele. Have you got them there? Oh.
They're not very good. All I can hear are the Beatles.
Or perhaps the caterpillars. Can you hear the caterpillars?
What?
The caterpillars in the apples. Can you hear the...
Sorry, I can't hear you. They're noise-cancelling apples.
Adele?
Yes?
Do you have the internet?
Yes, we have the internet. Well, we have an internet. I don't know if it's the internet.
An internet? What, an internet? What do you mean, an
actually,
internet?
it's just Antoinette. She runs the telephone exchange and you just ask her and she knows everything.
OK. Have you got any other technology there that...
Oh, we have Facebook.
You got Facebook?
We got Facebook.
But if you don't have the internet, how on earth can you have Facebook?
I'll show you.
OK. Oh. Yes. Oh. I seem to have posted something on your wall without my knowledge.
Look, Paul, I liked it. I liked you. I liked you with my little hand.
I can see that, Adele. That's a hand, is it?
I think so. It might be a little dog wearing a jacket, I think. It's its little ear and it's its face and it's cold, so it's got a jacket on.
It's very nice.
It's quite appropriate because a dog wearing a jacket is the international symbol for unrequited love.
A dog wearing a jacket?
It's because it's so cold and lonely.
Oh.
Or it might be a rabbit with a cold, so it's got its head under a tea towel sniffing Vicks.
A rabbit with a cold, you say?
Which is also quite sexy.
Yes, it's gorgeous. I like a bit of Vicks on my chest. Your hair seems to be a bit messy again, Adele.
I look different in real life off Facebook, don't I?
You look very different off Facebook.
Much more vibrant.
Yes, a bit mussed up. That's lovely, Adele. What are you doing? You're eating your headphones, Adele.
I think I got a bit of beetle. Oh, it's a worm.
Oh. Hello, mummy bird.
I'm so excited.
Well, thanks very much, Adele. It's probably time to wrap things up, I'm afraid. Thank you, Adele.
I'll keep following you, Paul.
On Twitter?
There too.
Thank you, Adele. Farewell, Adele. Goodbye, Adele. Goodbye, Adele.
Australia's next top male model, and tension mounts as our expert judges take centre stage.
I think most of them need some intense dermabrasion.
My name is Magnus von Ian. I'm a designer. You would know me from my invention of the skirt with the trouser, the Scrousers. That was mine. I am the editor of a magazine, The Magazine, THE.
You know, model photography is where I'm at now, but I actually started out taking photos of cadavers. I worked in a morgue, taking a lot of photos of dead people, a few celebrities, but models are pretty much dead people that have got air in their lungs.
I start off in the fashion industry. My mother, she wrapped me in a nappy and I go, no, don't tie it that way, bitch. You do it wrong, you know, tie it nice. So I just take it off and I make it into kind of, little turban. I don't like this one. He looks like a poached egg that's had a disappointment.
That is class. That is horrible.
Is it too late to get some more and start again?
Perhaps it's the judge's awesome responsibility, but passions and emotions are at boiling point.
Let's have a break. 5 minutes.
What about this one?
5 minutes, please, everyone. 5 minutes, and then we'll come back.
What are you doing now, darling? What do you want to...
I've got about 20 minutes before my body pump class. Do you want to go photograph my vagina?
I would very much like that. Let's go. After you.
Australia's next top male model.
Still to come on Good News World tonight, 50 inflatable sex dolls stolen from an adult shop. Police are on the lookout for a vinyl polygamist who may be hyperventilating. A Russian man found living with 29 embalmed bodies accused of being a mummy's boy. We talked to the woman who sells seashells by the seashore and suggest her business model is badly flawed. Shock news as Jack and Jill reveal they had no intention of ever fetching a pail of water and were merely using the procurement of liquids as a ruse to have wild hilltop sex. And after planes start falling out of the sky, Qantas pilots decide to end their go slow.
Mate, what's that smell?
aloe vera.
Right. Where's it coming from?
My face.
I see. So that SPF 15 plus I lent you?
I forgot to pack it.
Oh, mate!
I was in a hurry, wasn't I? Oh, you try packing 9 days' worth of clothing into your carry-on luggage.
9 days? You said the trip was for 5 days.
Well, officially, yes. But the minister added a few extra days of rest and relaxation towards the end.
He didn't.
Who did?
Who did?
Who did? Who did? He said those of you who wish to stay an extra 3 nights in Tonga may do so at the taxpayer's expense.
Oh, not the taxpayer, 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 the taxpayer. So what did you write it off as?
Research trip.
Oh, what were you researching?
Mainly restaurants and massage parlours, as it turns out.
And what did you learn?
Freeze your octopus.
What?
You've got to freeze your octopus before preparing it in coconut cream. Helps to tenderise the meat.
You're saying your octopus wasn't tender?
Well, it was a little chewy, yes.
Oh, did you say something?
Well, I couldn't do it, mate. It's their local cuisine. Who am I to give them tips?
Even so, how hard is it to serve an octopus in coconut cream?
Octopus.
Onion.
Cream.
Octopus.
Onion.
Cream.
Octopus.
Onion.
Cream.
Clean the octopus.
Remove the beak-like mouth, the anal portion and the eyes.
Be careful not to pierce the ink sac, which lies close by.
Use a pair of scissors, or if it's too tough, a knife.
Remove and discard the yellowish pouch.
And the attached membrane.
Wash in running water to remove gelatinous portions.
Freeze it.
Defrost it.
Into the pot.
Boil it.
Out of the pot.
Dice it.
Back into the pot.
Add the onions.
Add the coconut cream. Simmer it. Simmer it. Simmer it. Prepare some fresh banana leaves on the side.
And so on.
Until you've got an octopus in coconut cream.
So how was Qantas?
It was fine.
I was worried you would miss your flight with all that industrial action. But as I was saying to Federal Minister for Infrastructure and Transport, Anthony Albanese, just this morning, I said, Anthony? He said, call me Mr. Albanese. I said, Minister Albanese, it is great to see the flying kangaroo back up in the big blue yonder where she belongs.
I flew Virgin.
You bloody what?
I couldn't risk it.
You bloody traitor.
I had no choice, mate.
But we took a sacred oath, mate. Say it with me.
I pledge my allegiance to Qantas. Never shall I be wooed by the promises of low-cost airlines at the expense of earning frequent flyer status points. My goal is to reach platinum. My eyes are on the skies. Complimentary headsets.
Complimentary snacks.
I love the Qantas Club.
I just can't even... What was it like?
Honestly, it was comfortable, affordable, reliable, and the flight attendants were all very attractive.
Stop it.
The pilot made an amusing quip over the PA system, and we all had a bit of a giggle.
I can't listen to this.
I even joined the Virgin Lounge. Mate.
So I suppose you'll be flying Virgin from now on, then?
Not likely.
Why not?
Virgin don't serve octopus.
More good news, world, very soon, including new face of Luna Park revealed. Kevin Rudd breaks out in hysterics while denying latest leadership challenge. I'm not going to be running for Prime Minister. Seconds later, a passing child put a ping pong ball in his mouth and won a prize. You could win that prize.
D-Day for one of the 5 contestants. Someone has to go.
Well, we have a big decision to make. Who are we going to send through to the next round, and who is going to lose their opportunity to become Australia's next top male model? Do we keep Mikey in for any longer? He's just a big lump of jaundiced putty.
At least he's consistent.
I don't like poor people, and I don't like him. I don't like him looking poor like that.
Akmal has continued to improve.
He also gets very good drugs.
Yeah, he does get the top quality gear. He really has sorted me out, that bloke.
I think we know who it has to be.
Yes, that guy.
This.
Get him to leave the tie.
Yes, it's time for Tom to leave.
He's got to go. I mean, look at it. Look at it. It's like...
I can't look.
Incredibly, at the same moment this decision was being made, Akmal drops his bombshell.
I've discovered God through walking the catwalk, and now I've found him. I'm getting off that track.
I have some bad news.
You're pregnant.
No. Akmal has left the competition, but
I
it
really
does
wanted
mean
to get rid of this bloke.
we all want to get rid of Tom.
Yeah, look at him. Look at what I have to look at all day. This mug.
We're going to be seeing a lot more of that mug because he's back in the show. He's back in the show.
Are you on the contract for this? What's your contract? Can you break it?
Australia's next top male model.
In the coming weeks, the media will be full of stories of the thousands and thousands of high school students at Schoolies Week. It seems like an offer no teenager with a skin full of hormones could resist, but some have chosen not to attend, and two of them join me now. Welcome.
Thank you, Mr. McDermott.
They're very lovely. You've lovely voices.
Thank you. So do you, Mr. McDermott.
Thank you very much. Gossip Girl?
Hi.
Hi. And you are
Ghostface Killer.
Ghostface Killer.
They're not our real names.
They're not your real names.
No.
You've come incognito.
Maybe later.
Well, Gossip Girl, let's start with you.
Yeah, OK.
Why have you decided not to go to Schoolies Week?
Well, Mr. Mc...
I'll take this, Nadine. We don't think it's a good idea because, A, there's too much emphasis on alcohol.
There's alcohol.
B, there's too much emphasis on wild behaviour.
Wild?
And C, it causes too much trouble for police and residents.
Oh, in the name of God, tell me about D. I don't know why I'm doing that, but it's turning me on.
You mean
D.
fraternising between the sexes?
There's sex.
Fraternising between the sexes is a subset of B, wild behaviour.
Mm.
You seem to have a lot of rules there. You have A, B, C, D. What about E?
Drug taking is also a subset of B.
Oh, OK.
From where I'm sitting, B's starting to sound pretty bloody good, hey, Mr. McDermott.
No.
Look at your little hands.
No. My heart's already been taken by Adele.
Tell that scrubber to meet me behind the milk sheds.
You know, that is one wrestle I would like to see.
The point is, if Adele didn't exist, who would you find more attractive?
Yeah. Who would you do first,
Who
Mr.
would you do first?
Come on, Mr. McDermott, tell everyone.
Which one would you pick?
I've got to be honest, I'd go for Mikey.
Mikey?
Oh, sorry.
I've got to say, I'm flattered, Paul, but it's damn hot in this wig.
Sorry? You're what?
I'm hot in this wig.
I don't think you are.
Mr. McDermott, you seem like the sort of man who could take a blossoming young girl on the verge of womanhood.
Trust me, Mr. McDermott, Nadine's already blossomed.
In fact, some parts of me are a little overripe.
Oh, no. Now, can you tell me anything good about Schoolies Week?
Well, last year, a friend of mine's sister went to the Gold Coast and she got to go on this ride called the Stomach Pump.
Oh.
And apparently that was really cool. And also, too, a friend of my sister's came back from Schoolies with a case of herpes.
Yeah.
And my dad really likes wine, so I'm going to get some friends to bring him back a case, too.
What colour is that eyeshadow?
It's called blushing pink glitter. I've got some more on somewhere else. Don't look at me!
If you had to sum up why you won't go to Schoolies Week, why would it be?
Basically, Mr. McDermott, our mums and dads won't let us.
Oh, no. Must be spewing.
We're spewing to the max. Whoa!
We wish we were spewing.
OK.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
Ladies and gentlemen, please thank them. Don't go away. The Good News World Big Finish is up next, including Susan Boyle, seconds before a koala started mating with her chin. A rare photograph of Susan Boyle with a bear behind. Chlamydia causes koalas to break out in boils. There you go. Just before we go tonight, a word of warning. I love a new gadget as much as the next geek, but are iBuds, earpads and phone berries bringing the world together? Or are they really pushing us further apart?
I used to own the hottest shop on Main Street. Customers would rarely pass me by. But business has been slow for the best part of the decade. And I think I've just discovered why. For there upon my porch it lay, the most recent edition. I tore away the plastic and confirmed my worst suspicion. I'm the last person advertising in the yellow pages. I don't know what the deal is, I've been doing it for ages. But now I find I'm left behind and every page is bare. 2,000 yellow pages, and I'm the only ad that's there. My typewriter business is demanding. It's hard to keep abreast of latest trends. But how will people call me on their landline telephone if they can't underline my number with a pen? And I stand by every comment that I made in '95. The internet is just a fad, but phone books, they'll survive. I'm the last person advertising in the yellow pages. I cover all their printing, distribution, costs and wages. My quarter page in A to K has always seen me through. But now I'm just not happy, and there's nothing Jan can do. I'm the last person advertising in the yellow pages. I bought the ads in bulk in the middle of the 80s. My customers would compliment my fine publicity back when their fingers did the walking. But now they've all tried out on me. When I ruled Al-Qaeda, I broke the will of the infidels.
When I ruled Iraq, I broke the spirit of my enemies.
When they found me in their drain pipe, I broke my underpants.
Well, that's the way it was where we were in the world Monday, November the 14th. What's coming up next week, Mikey?
Well, I'll be up shit creek without a poodle. No, it's better that way.
Claire?
I'll be seeing Shadow Treasurer Joe Hockey address a business lunch in Sydney. Hello, lunch. You look delicious.
Sammy J.
I'll be joining the church at my local train depot so I can marry above my station.
Cal?
I'll be going to Adelaide to see the new Bill Henson exhibition. I'm so excited. I love the Muppets.
Tom?
I'll be helping with Asbestos Awareness Week by handing out free samples.
Randy?
When US President Lyndon Johnson came here in the 60s, we chanted, "All the way with LBJ." So when Barack Obama arrives this week, I'm going to do the same. All the way with BO. Hang on.
And I'm going to be at the sheepdog trials, holding up a sign that says, "Guilty." Good night.